Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Taylor and this is Liam. There are so many stinking baby products out there today. I was pregnant with this little guy. I had no idea what to get or where to even start. So today I wanted to talk about a couple of my favorite and, in my opinion, most essential baby products that I used when he came to the world. I'll be linking all of these products in the description below, so make sure you check that out if you're interested in any of these. So let's get started. So the first product that I would recommend mainly to people breastfeeding. I don't know if this would be as helpful if you're not breastfeeding, but for me, both having a C-section, so having a hard time holding the baby right away because of that, and then breastfeeding, this boppy pillow was absolutely essential. You wanna look through? It was very hard for me having a C-section, being able to hold him comfortably and nurse. And also, you know, when you're sitting up after a C-section, every time you engage your abs or try and hold the baby in a certain way, it really hurts and it can tug on your incision. So having this boppy pillow made it so much easier to breastfeed. And really, it was just kind of a lifesaver. I'm gonna attempt to do a demo of how I used to use the boppy pillow. I don't use it as much anymore because Liam's big enough. Okay, but the first way is just kind of wrap it around the front of you. And then what I would do is, see, like he's so big now, is I would just lay the baby here and then feed him. You can also do the football hold with this. What are you doing? What are you doing? So, super helpful all around. Baby's big enough, you can also use the boppy pillow as just kind of a lounging pillow, except for Liam's at the stage where he doesn't really like to lounge much. But I did put him in here quite a bit when he wasn't as mobile, just so he could sit up comfortably, and it was perfect for him. Next product that I would highly recommend was a sleep sack. And not all sleep sacks are the same. I've tried the Halo sleep sack that kind of swaddles the baby. Liam never really liked swaddles. He would always find a way to get his arms out. I know some people swear by swaddles. I didn't like them. But these sleep sacks, so this one is from Baby DEEDEE, and again, I will link this in the description below. But this is a fleece sleep sack, and so it's really nice, especially in the winter, having the fleece one. He stays warm. I usually put him in a fleece sleeper, and then I put this sleep sack on top of him. I also had two sleep sacks, so he was born in the summer when it was a little bit warmer, but I did have two sleep sacks that were a little bit thinner. I have them out in storage because he outgrew them, so I will insert a picture and also link it in the description below. But the non-fleece sleep sack was also super nice because I want him to stay warm, but I also didn't want just a loose blanket on him. Even though he wasn't moving around much, you just never know. You know, you want them to be safe at night when they're sleeping. So, but sleep sacks, I would absolutely 100% recommend, especially the brands that I've linked in the description below. Uh-oh, I got this one out and he's already started reaching for it. This is kind of like a pacifier. Yeah, see, he loves this thing. Oh, there you go. My baby would not take a pacifier at all. We started at the hospital trying with the pacifier, and he just hated them from day one. And he was pretty good for the most part with self-soothing. Like he would like suck on his thumb or suck on his arm, but he started getting like hickeys on his arm from sucking on his arm. So I was trying to find something that he would like and suck on. So I got this little, we call it his penguin, but they have a couple different styles and colors. Some have different nipples, so that like more like teething nipples, but he just absolutely loves this thing. I give it to him and he chews on it and sucks on it all day. So if your baby doesn't take pacifiers, maybe try this. It's been a lifesaver for us. I would highly recommend it. Next product that I absolutely love and what I wish I would have had at first is this FRUITEAM baby carrier. I heard raving reviews about those cloth wraps, but I actually got one of those cloth baby wraps at my baby shower for Liam. And when he was first born, I used it a couple times and it was okay. But it was just so warm because Liam was born in the summer, so I would get so sweaty and I felt like I was constantly washing that cloth wrap. And not to mention, I just felt like it was really hard to get Liam in, especially at the newborn stage, because he was so fragile, and you really have to, like, you almost need 2 people to put a baby in that cloth baby carrier. Other thing too that I noticed with the cloth one, his legs would lose circulation. I know that's probably user error, but I just couldn't figure out how to get his legs comfortable in that carrier. I was reading the manual, I was watching videos, and I felt like his legs just every once in a while would kind of start going purple, and I really didn't like that, and I wanted something that would support his butt a little bit more. So I found this on Amazon. It is FRUITEAM by Lovely Baby. What I like about this is it's backpack material, so when you sweat, it doesn't just like soak in all of that sweat smell like a cloth would. It's breathable. You can kind of see the pores in the fabric here. Adjustable strap. So with the wrap, I didn't like where, you know, if you situated it on and then it ended up being too loose or too tight, you had to redo the whole thing. Whereas this, you have these adjustable straps that even while the baby's in, you can tighten or loosen it. The other thing that I like, this came with one of those baby butt carriers. So you put this around your abdomen and then you can carry your baby in it. And it actually clips to the bottom of this, so you can keep your baby in the carrier but also have that extra support on the butt. Not only that, but when the baby gets old enough and is more of like a toddler, you can just wear this as a hip support for the baby. So I really liked that, and it was fairly inexpensive for what it was. I've been really happy with this so far. I use this just about every day with him, whether it's doing laundry, getting ready. Like, I've done my makeup with him in this carrier. We just really like it. You can do both front facing and back facing. You know, there's certain ages, and it says that all in the instruction manual, but especially when we go on walks, I'll put him in this, and he loves looking out. I've taken him to the grocery store with wearing it. I just absolutely love this thing. So I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a breathable, easy to use baby carrier. Okay, the next item that I absolutely love, this has been such a lifesaver, especially while traveling, is this summer baby camping chair slash high chair. So I didn't even have this on my baby registry. Someone else that had a couple grandkids actually had used this for her family, and she loved it, and so she just got it for me. And I was kind of skeptical at first. I didn't think I'd use it much. I use this all the time. Anytime we go travel back to Iowa to see my family, or up to Lemon to see my husband's family, I use this thing all the time. It's super easy. It's like a folding camping chair. So all you do is you set it up. It has little straps to hold the baby in place. And then it also has a little tray so that they can eat. So instead of having to hold the baby on your lap, you can just set this on a chair, on the table, then put the tray on, and then the baby can eat by him or herself. You don't have to hold it, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I hold Liam in my lap, he is trying to grab my food, and those little baby hands are fast. So getting them in their own tray, or in their own seat with their own tray, is very helpful for those situations. Smile. Can you smile? I have so many baby products that I could just rave about. But the last one that I'm going to talk about today, just to keep this video nice and short, is the Infant Optics Baby Monitor. I don't have the most recent version. I actually got the second newest model, just because it was a little bit cheaper and it looked like they kind of did the same thing. But I love this thing so much. The camera does have to be plugged into the wall, but the monitor can be unplugged and taken around with you. It has a pretty good battery life. It has two-way audio, so you can hear your baby, and then if you click a certain button on here, you can also talk back to your baby. And then it also has, so you set up the camera, but then it moves around. So on here, there are controls to move the camera. My baby likes to roll around in his bed all the time, so I kind of have to track him sometimes on the monitor. Volume can be adjusted, so if you're sleeping and the whole house is quiet, you can turn it down. If things are hectic, you can turn the volume up. I take this with me everywhere when we're going to see grandparents, going on vacation. I love this thing. It's been so helpful. The other thing I'm gonna add on here is the mount for this that I bought. There's a bunch of different mounts that you can buy for this infant optics model, but the one that I found to be the best for our situation is this one that wraps around the crib. It's flexible, but I love it and it does the trick. I'll be doing plenty more videos on my favorite baby products as well as my not so favorite baby products. I'll be talking about motherhood and the ups and downs, also being a stay-at-home mom while trying to work. So if any of that interests you, make sure to like this video and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Peace and bye-bye. Bye-bye.